good morning, everyone. Good morning today we're going to be talking about something really, really interesting. If you are here, this is your first time of coming. My name is Chris Obik. I'm the founder of 10 Time Kids, and I'm your host for the 10 Time Morning Show, where we talk about everything around making your children academic geniuses. And so, if you are here and you're excited, please drop some fire in the chat. Drop some fire in the chat. Also, take out some time to quickly share this stream or share this video with someone who you know is going to definitely be interested in what we're having to talk about today. Because today we're talking about something that is so important, that is so everywhere, which is the attention gap, right? The attention gap. Are you excited? Let me know in the chat. Let me know in the chat if you are excited to be here today. Great, 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 great. Welcome everyone. Welcome everyone. Don't forget to tell me exactly where you're watching from and how you got to know about this program. So let me know. All right, so let's be honest, right? If I'm being honest, kids today cannot focus. Everyone who works with children will tell you the same thing. Teachers say it, parents say it, after school tutors say it, the attention spans are shorter. The distractibility is high, right? And kids zone out in class, they cannot finish their homework, they can't sit through a meal without fidgeting. Everyone agrees it's happening. But ask anyone why. Why? And you get vague answers. Oh, screens, overstimulation, too much sugar. It's always something external, and that's where everyone gets it wrong. The real answer is deeper, and it's affecting an entire generation. It's affecting an entire generation. Think about how much stimulation a child in 1990 faced in their entire day compared to how much stimulation a child faces in 1 hour in this 2026. In 1990, a child will wake up, uh, maybe had breakfast, went to school where one person was talking to them, came home, did homework, maybe played outside. I don't know if there was TV then, but let's assume that there was when they watched TV, all those old movies for an hour and they went to bed. Stimulation was happening, but it was relatively um short, right? It was relatively consistent and limited. However, in 2026, a child wakes up, they have their own phone. So they wake up and check their phone, right? Or maybe the phone that they had or the tablet that they had in the middle of the night. They check notifications, they check videos. 15 minutes of constant visual and audio input. And so they get to school and their brain is already wired for rapid input. Already. Already wired for rapid input. Then the teacher is talking. One person, there's no colors flashing, there's no sounds changing every 3 seconds, there's no whoosh whoosh, no notifications popping up, just a human voice explaining something to a brain that has been primed and been pummeled with a lot of high speed stimulation, high like flashes of images, really, really like constant flashes of images. All of a sudden, this feels like painfully boring. And so after school, it's still the same thing. Homework time, which means sitting still and focusing on one activity for a period of time, right? Maybe 30 or 40 minutes. Then maybe some device time and the brain is back to constant rapid input. The nervous system is struggling between extreme stimulation and relative boredom all day long. And what's the result? The brain adapts to that, right? The brain is adapting, it's better, getting better at processing rapid input and worse at sustaining attention on single stable stimuli. Do you know that? You know how, like, for example, all of us, we have normalized listening to voice notes on 1.5x or 2x. Why? Our brain has gotten used to speed. Or when you're watching a video, you just hold the side so that it speeds up. It's faster. Think about if it's happening to you, to us as adults, because it's happening to me. What do you think is happening to your children? What do you think is happening to your children? So the thing that happened is that attention is not a trait. You see, the problem is this. Many people think that, oh, a child is supposed to be born, you're supposed to be paying attention. Your child is not born with a fixed amount of attention. Attention is a skill, like reading or math. You build it through practice. It's like muscle. You build it through practice. With the right kind of practice, a child can increase their focus capacity dramatically. The problem is that most children are not getting that practice, right? That's the problem. Now, most children are not getting that practice. So they're getting the opposite. They're getting constant interruption, constant new stimuli, constant switching. And you cannot build focus capacity by constant switching. Focus capacity builds through sustained practice, sitting with one task for increasingly longer periods. It means being bored. It means learning to be comfortable with boredom. That is how the brain develops the ability to focus, because that's what makes it stay on task. But the environment that children are in now does not allow for that kind of practice. So they are not developing the skill. They are developing the opposite of the skill, the ability to rapidly switch between things. You tell themselves, oh, I'm a multitasker, I can multitask, I can switch from A to B almost instantly. And that's what's going on. That's what's going on. Because when that happens, right, your child no longer accepts or gets their success, their feeling of success from the fact that, oh, I can do X by XYZ time. It's now more about the fact that I can move around, I can switch about. So what I see happening is that there's a growing gap between what schools expect and what children can deliver. The schools expect children to sit for 14 minutes and focus on one thing, one subject, and the likes, right? But it's not possible anymore due to the kind of stimulation that children receive from home, even some of these schools as well. And so the children cannot focus on maybe 8 minutes. So imagine 8 minutes in the grand scheme of things against 40 minutes or 15 minutes of time, the time. And so it becomes a problem. Teachers are noticing, right? They are getting frustrated. They are thinking that the children are being difficult, but the children are not being difficult. They are struggling because the gap between their capacity and the expectation that they want of them is huge. And this gap is not getting any smaller. It's getting bigger every year, because as technology gets more sophisticated, as apps get more engaging, as content gets more optimized for rapid attention getting, the gap widens. And nobody has a real plan to close this gap. Schools are not teaching focus like they should. Parents don't know how to help their children to rebuild focus capacity. Kids are stuck in the middle, expected to do something that their developing brains are actively being trained not to do. This is the average attention span that dropped in just 5 years. It went from at 15 minutes to 8 minutes. Now we have AI. AI has come in now. AI now is going to even fry their brains much more, right? It's going to fry their brain much more. You see, a teacher told me about this. She has been teaching for 20 years. In 2019, her class could focus on a single lesson for about 15 minutes before she had to transition to something new. But by 2024, 2025, that number had dropped to 8 minutes. The same age children, the same school, the same teacher. The only thing that changed was the world around them. The focus window is shrinking, and there is a reason why this is happening. There is a reason why it's happening. And for those that know why, for those that do, they are taking proactive steps, right? They're taking proactive steps. She's not alone. Okay. So if you're seeing this in your child, maybe you're seeing that your child cannot focus, they struggle with focus and all of that. I want you to know that you're not imagining it though. And there's nothing wrong with your child. I want you to watch this conversation because over the next week, we're going to be talking about what to actually do about this. It is real, it is measurable, and it is fixable. Okay, we're going to talk about exactly how you can help your child to to stay on top of this problem, how you can train that muscle of focus, how you can get them to actually focus on things at the time. Because the truth is, this affects every single area of their life. If your children are not the one, if they don't focus, then obviously they don't get things done. And if they don't get things done, right, they don't progress to the point where you know that they definitely could. And so congratulations on staying to the end, right? If this helped you, if this exposed something to you, I want you to share this stream with one of your loved ones. Share it with your loved ones. Over the next couple of days, we're going to be talking about more about focus on training, focus on how you can actually help your child. And tomorrow we have a very important topic which says that your child doesn't need motivation, they need a system. This is for you if you are always trying to use or motivate your child to get better, or trying to motivate your child to do the things that you want. We're going to show you exactly like what kind of system, what kind of system your child needs, what kind of system actually gets you results, and how you can stop relying on trying to motivate them and building a system that actually gets your child to learn. Thank you very much, and I'll see you again, same time, same session. Have a wonderful day.